Moose hunting season starts on September 1st, so we always spend the last week of August hauling supplies and dogs into the cabin. We start out here on the Nenana River with 12 to 15 dogs comfortably chained in the boat. Soon we get on the Tanana River, go about 70 miles downstream before coming to the Kantishna. These tourists seemed very interested in what we were doing.
Hey Marge, maybe we could go for a boat ride too.
Oh, forget about it, Harold. You know you'd just get seasick.
Oh, phooey.
Going by a barge in the distance over that way. There'll be some waves ahead. A little windy today out here too, but at least there's no more slush. It just gets better and better. Now I'm in a snowstorm. At least there's no slush on the river. I can still see pretty good. Well, bringing in the second load of dogs, so we've got them all in here. We know we're close, so you can see Linda standing up there. She is with the puppies. She's going to be pretty strict with them.
Linda's sister Corinne helped out on an earlier trip.
All right, now help your sister with the rope, please. Okay, now turn around and look at me. All right, here we go. Is anybody driving?
What? Who?
Honey Bear, you better drive.
Navigator.
You get the navigator.
Can you tell me where we're going?
There's the driver.
Straight. We have to see through two doors. Go straight. Is this the way? Do you see anything up there? I don't see anything yet.
All the dogs really love it at fish camp because they can dig in this nice silty ground, and of course they're going to get to eat salmon.
Pick it.
The puppies are especially happy because they get to be loose.
You puppy so lazy you won't even get up to howl? Huh?
Some years there's still bluebells blooming right out in front of the cabin. When the weather's nice, we'd like to have dinner outside at the picnic table. The puppies always find a home underneath the porch and even under the cabin where the wood stove heats it up. These solar panels don't really fit in, but they do help keep our batteries charged up for lights and to run the radios. We also run this little generator to charge the batteries up so we can use them in the evening. We're about 40 miles from the nearest repeater back by the highway, but this directional antenna gives us pretty reliable cell phone service. The generator powers this battery charger, which will charge the batteries, and then with the inverter we can convert that 12 volt from the battery into 110 to run the computer or a few other little items. Or we can run 12 volt lights directly off the battery. Here's where we work with the iMac computer on video projects and some writing. It's pretty hard to get any work done though with all the distractions. This little redback vole is really chowing down on the peanut butter that we put on a feeder right outside the window here.
That's for sure.
Occasionally we might even get a visit from a cow and calf moose. They really seem to enjoy eating these flowers.
Competition for the flowers. He knows what to eat.
Oh, Will, honey, are you busy? We need to get some water.
I'm busy, honey bucket. I'm working on the movie. We don't see this very often, but once in a while the temperatures might get way up even into the 80s. In fact, it's so warm that even the mosquitoes have disappeared, probably got a heat stroke. So we hook up the bucket shower, and yours truly can get all cleaned up with a nice shower. One of our main goals out here on the river is to catch enough salmon for dog food and, of course, for ourselves to last at least till December. We use this small boat back on the back channel, the slough where we live, because the water's a little shallower, and then take the bigger boat out on the main river. Linda doesn't waste any time getting that little 8 horsepower motor running. Then she does a little bailing and gets the boat right out to the river. Often as we cross over to the fish wheel and the nets, we can see Mount McKinley looming about 60 miles to the south. The fish wheel's tied in place to the bank, and the current pushes the paddles around, scooping up the fish. So we're kind of getting our last barbecue in, and going to try and film a fish getting caught. Looking upriver, it's about 5:30 in the evening. This will be a pretty sunset out here on the banks of the river. Here's our little barbecue. A couple of big old fish steaks. Our best day of fishing with the fish wheel, I think we caught almost 300 salmon. That's over 10 an hour. Usually though, we catch one maybe every 15 minutes, 20 minutes, so it's hard to get them on film. Here's a typical sized chum salmon sliding into the box. Occasionally we've come out in the morning to get the fish and found otters or mink in the box chowing down. We tie our nets out just below a point where the current creates an eddy to hold the net in place. When we approach the net, we come up from below and on the inside and then swing up and under, pull it up into the boat so we can drift down along the net, pick the fish out. We only pick these nets once a day, so these fish might be in here up to 24 hours and can really get tangled up. Some of them, boy, you almost have to cut the net loose, but usually we get them untangled.